Okay, that was indeed a marathon. Okay, what I'm going to do now is take some questions. Just getting a sip of water here. Okay, so you can submit your questions in the chat box and I will answer them as soon as they see them or as soon as I see them. There are a lot of folks here on the webinar, so I'll try and answer all of the questions that I see. Do you see my screen, the charts? I've switched over to today's charts. Okay. The first question I'm seeing here is from Jameson. Hi, Jameson, how are you? And the question is, what? I'm having trouble understanding what you're saying. Oh, Fibonacci retracements. Okay. That's a common question that I do get. And to draw Fibonacci retracements, I mean, this is a chart of the British pound, euro. And we see that it's in a solid downtrend, as you can see here. And to draw Fibonacci retracement in the downtrend, you take from the swing high here and down to the bottom of the move, and you get your 38%, 50%, 618, 786 retracement levels. In an uptrend, this is a market in an uptrend. What you'll do is go from high to low here, and you have your 38 or 50 or 618 retracement levels. I hope that is clear. Okay, Ronald, how are you doing? Does ASIS Training provide signals without getting the course, like email or mobile? The signals and the course do come together. The course is really an addition or a bonus, really, for the signals. So they are bunched together. I mean, it's just a deal, really. That the course is just like a bonus for the signals. And how we do the signals is we send it to your trading account automatically. And why do we do that, Edgar? Because when we send the signals via email or mobile, what happens is that folks don't take the signals. They may be busy at the time, they may be at work, they may be sleeping. So when you're trading a complete system. And if you are going to only trade some of the trades, it doesn't make sense trading the system, because it's a system that you have to take all the trades. So if you're not going to take all the trades, it almost, I'll just be frank, it doesn't even make any sense. So that's one of the reasons why we send it out we automatically copy it into your trading account. And that's how we are able to then have the guarantee where we state if you are not profitable after a year, you get your money back, because I know that you'll receive all the signals, and if you are not profitable, it will be a direct result of my trading. I hope that answered everything. Jim, how many pips can your system provide per day? Okay, the program is not really a day trading program. We take longer term positions, and so it's not a day trading system per se. And why do I trade longer term? As I said in the webinar, I find that I can make just as much money trading long term or position trading as day trading. So why, for me personally, it just suits my lifestyle to put on positions and let them ride it out, and see them build their profits. And we offer strict risk management, so we don't really have huge exposure to the market at any one time. The analogy I like to say is, day trading, you have to stare in front of the screen all day, while position trading, you can check the markets 2 or 3 times a day just to see what's happening. You have your stop loss in place. You have your, if your trade is in profit, you have your take profit point in place, and you just let the market do what the market does. Okay, acestrading.com, acestrading.com/apply. When you hit acestrading.com/apply, just leave your application, and as I said, it's 100% refundable. And you'll speak to me personally, not someone from my staff. Well, how it works is that Phyllis will call you and set up an appointment. Today is Thursday, so we'll be doing appointments. We'll be calling folks tomorrow, and we'll schedule some for tomorrow evening and Monday. Correct, acestrading.com/apply. And yes, Jamie, yes, I have received your application. I can see it, yes. Do we have any more questions? Don't be shy. Okay, question, Canadian dollar. Okay, the Canadian dollar is in what I see is in a broad uptrend. We can see higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. The market pulled back to just above the 618 retracement level and is heading northward. So in this market, I'm expecting the market to move above 112 in short order. What we need to see is that the market needs to close definitively above resistance at about 109. 109.50. The market needs to close above 109.50, as you see with this red line. That's resistance in this market. And as you can see, the market came up to the red line and is backing off. And what I must say in the Forex markets is that support and resistance levels are very, very, very important. And that's the whole point of the course. You have to learn how to identify your support and resistance points and trade off of them. Okay, the goal of the program is to return between 40 and 60% per annum. A Forex trading account is a more aggressive approach. So this strategy is more aggressive than regular stocks. If if we wanted a conservative approach, you can dial down the risk management so it gets more conservative. But this is a more aggressive approach, and we're aiming between 40 and 60% per annum. I mean, last year we did 64%, so we can exceed that. Okay, earn while you learn. I did cover it in the webinar. Earn while you learn really is you get to see the signals being taken in your account, and then what you will do is you will get to see the course. You will see in detail what was the rationale behind the signals, why was a signal taken. So what that does is enhances your learning. And what we do have is the live members only webinars where you can come and ask questions about whatever currency or stock. I mean, we do cover the stock market. So it's a complete educational program. I mean, let's face it, there are a lot of programs out there that are very sketchy. Binary options promising quick riches in the forex market. A get rich quick system is the easiest thing to sell because people gravitate toward get rich. But as I said earlier in this webinar, we're not going to insult anyone's intelligence. I mean, the forex market is a way for you to make good money, but you have to put in the work. And if you really want to learn it yourself, and if you don't have the time to learn yourself, you join the Signal program, and you will have your money earning a profit for you. I mean, having money sitting down doing nothing makes no sense. Put your money to work, have it working for you, even if it's a small amount. Because what happens? I remember there's this client that I took earlier in the program, and he started with $2,000. And what he tries to do is add some amount every month, and eventually your sum will build up and build up and build up. What you need to do is take the first step, and most folks are not willing to take that first step. And I've made the first step very easy. The first step is just to simply apply. There is no obligation. There is no pressure. You submit the application. It's $197, completely refundable. If at the end of the conversation you say, this is not for me, no hard feelings. And you get your money back. But take that first step. Thanks. Okay, what's your take on the euro yen? Okay, the euro yen is currently in a downtrend. I mean, it was in an uptrend and it's now in a downtrend. What happened to the euro yen? We had a huge up move, higher highs, higher lows. But what happened is that the market is challenging this low here. We broke a trend line, and the market is now currently challenging this low. So this market to me now it's heading down, but it's almost trendless. If the market breaks below 136 significantly, that could issue a new or signify a new trend to the downside. But when you're looking at the euro yen, always take a look at the Japanese yen, US dollar yen, which broke out of a triangular consolidation pattern. And it's just continuing to meander in no man's land now. I mean, as you can see, the range has been between 101 and 103 for almost the whole year. So it's in a tight range. And what does that mean? Tight ranges normally mean breakouts. And when we have breakouts in the currency market, they can be pretty explosive, and you can make a lot of money. Euro USD is also correcting downwards. As I said, what we're looking for the Euro USD is to see if this 133 low holds. If this 133 low holds, what we could see is the market turn around and become bullish again. If we break significantly below 133, it could mean further weakness in the euro currency. So we're just waiting and see right now to see what's happening with the currency pair. Right now on the 4-hour chart, we have a flag formation. A flag formation, as you can see by these two lines, it's a continuation pattern normally. So what you may see is a continuation of this down move. But that 133 level is key. Australian dollar, again, it's meandering for much of the year so far, and it's very trendless. The bias is to the upside slightly, but we're up on the currency pair just cannot seem to take out this level just below 95 cents. And if it continues to fail at 95 cents, you could see a huge move down in Australian dollar. It's the same thing that happened last year. I mean, the market was meandering and it was failing to eclipse 106. And it moved down pretty significantly after the third failure. But the market that I'm really interested in is this British pound Canadian dollar. And we see the market is trying to break out of this triangle. And if the market breaks down below, I would say I'll give it 180. If it breaks down below 180, we could see a pretty significant move to the downside. If the market turns around and breaks to the upside, we could see a big move to the upside, worth maybe 2,000 pips. And the last time this currency pair moved up, you could see it move from 156 up to 185. That's a 2,900 pip move, and that's the beauty about position trading. Once you catch these trends, you can really make a lot of money. So this is what I'm anticipating as the next move, and I'll be entering my members in this trade as soon as it's triggered. Ronald, I use eSignal and the broker is FXCM. But you can really use any broker you want with the program, because the signals are automatically copied into your accounts. As long as you have a MetaTrader platform, it works with any broker. But that should not be a problem. Wow, this webinar has stretched. I mean, you guys have been with me from 8 o'clock. I must thank you. I must congratulate all the applicants also, because you have taken the first step. And they say 95% of traders don't make money. I can tell you that in my personal experience, that seems about right, because most folks are not willing to do what the minority is doing. So we have quite a number of people on the webinar, and we have a number of applicants, but the number of applicants is clearly much less than the folks on the webinar, and that's the minority. That's the 5%. And these are the folks that will achieve success because they have taken a step forward. It's always easier to do nothing. It's always easier just to put off and say, okay, I'll do this another time. But with the fate of the US dollar, because that's the next big thing to happen in the markets. The US dollar, I mean, we're seeing some strength here, but longer term, look what's happening. The market is in a triangle. This is a monthly chart of the US dollar index. And the US dollar index works that if it goes down, the US dollar is losing. So what we see here is a triangular consolidation pattern. And a triangle in a downtrend normally means that the market will continue down once it breaks out. And this could lead to a significant decline in the US dollar. I mean, from 2001 to 2008, the dollar went from 120 to just above 70. It lost almost half of its value. I mean, and for those who are living in the States, you will definitely recall over the last decade, things just went up dramatically. And part of that reason is because of the declining dollar. But if you really know what you're doing in the Forex market, or you join a program where you are invested, you can shield yourself from the decline in the dollar. Jim Pay, I need to make 2,000 pips a month. Can your system provide that? Negative. I won't promise that the system will make 2,000 pips per month. I mean, trading, when we're position trading, there are some months that we may do 300, 500, 700 pips, 800, 900. That happens. For basically nothing. So I could not guarantee 3,000 pips a month or 2,000 pips Japanese yen. For some reason, it's not coming. Oh, it's coming up now. 200 pip range. So I couldn't guarantee 3,000. To be honest. And just to get rich quick scheme, it's not. So 2 hours, 17 minutes. As I said before, I congratulate all the applicants. We will be speaking. And for those who apply, if you want a free demonstration, a free lesson in the Forex, just indicate to Phyllis, and what we could do is set up a quick go-to webinar session where we go over some things that we couldn't cover here in the webinar. Some folks request that, and it's very helpful. Okay, okay, Jim. Thank you, thank you. And how you speak to me, acestrading.com/apply. Once you submit the application, we can speak. acestrading.com/apply. And we have to do the application process, because if I don't, I mean, look how many people are in this webinar. Everyone will apply, and then I can't speak to everybody personally. So that application, that simple 197, it acts as a buffer to weed out the serious people from the time vampires. Okay, thank you all. I hope you enjoyed the webinar. If you did, just type Y in the chat box. And I know some of you did because you have definitely applied. But even if you didn't apply, that's okay also. Thank you very much for listening. I really do enjoy bringing these webinars, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. acestrading.com/apply, or click the button called the Add to Cart button. Should be somewhere on the right hand side of the screen. Just click that button and we'll talk. Thank you. Oh, before I leave, who's that? Matthew. Okay, Matthew. You are over there in Australia. What will happen is that Phyllis will give you a call because I believe you're about 14 hours ahead. Phyllis will give you a call early tomorrow morning our time, which will be in the night your time. So we'll give you a call then. Yes, we'll give you a call then. That'll be 9, 10 o'clock. Okay, that's fine. We'll call it about 10 p.m., set up the appointment, and we could do it the following morning your time, and which will be Friday evening my time. That's fine. Okay, Matthew, we'll speak. Thank you all for listening. Have a great night. Thank you for applying, and we'll be in touch. And I wish you all the best when it comes to your trading. Thanks.